And I am alive. Welcome to Mainstream Movies Reviews number one. So, this is a new podcast I am doing on this channel. I am a multi topic talk, as you can see in the corner. I'm really bad at pointing out stuff. Anyway, um, so what we will do, we will cover new movie release, and today we cover Twisters, the movies in 1996, and Twisters, the most recent one. And yeah, I hope all of you will enjoy. Let's go to the intro. So yeah, it will be something, right? So Twister 1996. I enjoyed that movie a lot. Let's start by mentioning the few issues I got with this movie. Number one, plot convenience, having three tornadoes. Sorry about that. Having three tornadoes the same day around the same area makes suspension of disbelief really hard. Now, maybe I nitpick too much, and maybe time passes in that movie. I don't know. Now, as someone that has seen the new movie yesterday, I feel like the time between the tornadoes was very different, and it was around the same country, but not always the same exact place. So, again, maybe I was nitpicking too much when I was watching the first Twister a month ago, around that point. Uh, Next up would be plot armor on boat leads during the third act. With the last tornado, they speed through things and debris without destroying themselves, and the truck barely has damage considering the craziness. Um, I think crazy stuff happens like that in the most recent one, but maybe I just got used to it or nitpicked less today. But yeah, these are my two issues: plot armor and plot convenience. And anyway, let's go into the review of it. Character arc of realizing the new couple wasn't meant to be was well made. The idea of stop being stuck in the past to move forward was great. And it's interesting because now we talked about the first movie. The second one also does that, but it still felt new and fresh with the second one. Anyway, number three would be characterization. Ex-wife is in denial and he doesn't want to divorce. New wife is like, don't try to keep him in your life. Apparently, the main character struggles with commitment. If made in 2024, they would have called the movie Woke with the line, okay, boss girl. Anyway, these are a few things I did analyze about the movie. Now, here are the things I enjoyed. The opening sequence was entertaining. The dad's death was sad. Direction and acting told us well that Bill and Buskill have history. The music and tornado lore were cool. Character were entertaining. Funny phone call. The fight in the car was telling how they were a mismatch. The visual, sorry about that, a glitch in the system, as they say. The visual were entertaining. Funny, the phone calls, the cows, The dinner was entertaining, the action and sound effect were great. The wife finally singing sign in. Sorry about that. Signing. The divorce paper was great growth. Everything blowing up was entertaining. The action was great. The makeup was cool. The action and set design were cool. The team winning felt earned. Everything blowing up was entertaining. And this was what I thought of the first movie. And overall, Twisters 1996 deserves a solid 9.5 out of 10 for me. So the first review is kind of done. We will move on to the second one, but just before that, I did send a link to people, and maybe someone will join. If not, it's okay. They will have the link next week. Anyway, review number 2, Twisters, the most recent one. Now, I gotta say, before I drink water, I didn't take as many notes with the second one because I did see it in theater yesterday. And I didn't add time to go back and watch again. That's the sad part. Sorry about that. Now, the other thing is, I will be honest here. I don't see myself rewatching it anytime soon. It's not a bad movie. I liked it. It's a very good one. But as of right now, there's like bunch of movies in theater like Long Legs, Fly Me to the Moon, and more. There's also a movie. I got a cousin that is playing in that movie. I will actually go see that movie next. The reason why I didn't see the movie yet is because it came out this week and I don't plan on really covering it. But yeah, there's just so many movies right now. You gotta choose wisely, you know? Now this is out of the way. We can start review number 2. So again, there's spoilers. If you haven't seen Twisters 2024, the newest one, several tornadoes, well, be aware, I will spoil you. So yeah, let's review it now. I will start by saying it was a great movie I liked. But again, not great enough for me to go again at the moment. Maybe in the future, probably. Anyway, let's start off by saying this time around, I was just hooked. So I'll admit something and I will tell you this. I had no issue with this movie whatsoever. I think this is a far better and superior movie than the 1996 one. That's how I felt after watching it. Maybe it's because it's more recent. It has more money poured into it. Maybe that's why I liked it more. But again, I had no issue this time around. And maybe if I had seen it around the same time as the first one, I would have the same issues. Maybe. I don't know. But at least a month passed, and I thought most of what the things that were going on in the second one were very believable. So maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I've gone soft. I don't know. But yeah, no issue whatsoever with Twisters. Now, there are 3 themes and ideas I could see on my first viewing. People using drama, tragedy, and disaster for clout, glory, and fame. So that was shown with the guy that writes for a paper, and that was shown with um, the influencers. But later in the movie, you realize there's more to this with the influencers. Yes, they live stream, but they also really genuinely want to help. And some of the money they earn, they give it back to the community. And this was a wonderful aspect to it. And I will be honest, I forgot to mark it down in my notes. So this is me on the fly adding something. That was great. Next up would be well shown how media, such as papers and influencers, can be both bad and great. And again, I will expand more because I didn't really take more notes. Well, I did take more notes, but not on that specific point. So the main character at first, she was like, these influencers are stupid. They don't know what they are doing. And for someone that don't really know what's going on there, they see them doing that kind of stuff, so they will repeat it and do it. So that could be a bad side, and that could be the reason why the main character is like, these people are crazy. They're dangerous. But they're also a good thing because later on in the movie, they do help the community by giving back. And they genuinely want to help. They genuinely want to make the world a better place to live in. So they are also good. And maybe the main character is inspiring because she is a hero that lost faith and then she gets faith back. Simple, right? So, number 3, tragedy shouldn't define your life. There's the theme of like trauma, and again, this is not part of my notes, but I will add this. The main character has PTSD. Each time she wakes up and she just imagine her boyfriend waking up as well, it's showing that she is still stuck 5 years ago, because there's a time jump between the start of the movie and the movie. There's a 5-year time jump. And 5 years later, she wakes up and she is still haunted. She's still like followed by her past. So tragedy does follow the main character. And that does define her life until she meets the tornado wrestler or tornado wrangler. I can't remember the exact name. But the love interest, the good guy, well, the guy that appears to be stupid and a jerk early, but that comes to warm you up as the movie goes. So, again, I did expand more on my notes here. Now, main character from destroyed mess that lost faith and reluctant to be hero to actual hero with closure with her past. That was very endearing. That was very good as a story arc. The influencer went from it's all about me to it's all about her. Next up would be the music, acting, and action were all great. Characters were enjoyable. Tornadoes were dangerous and nobody was truly safe, as shown by the 3 friends dying or like some of the random stranger dying. They flipped, well, who was the bad guy in a very clever way. There was a lot of showing instead of telling, and when stuff was told and not showed, it was for pacing, and the actors were great when telling stories. So that movie is really good. I highly recommend. And again, to expand a bit more, early in the movie, the writer, he wanted to ask question about Kate. He wanted to know about Kate. He was like, "What's up with Kate?" And the influencer was like, "You're with us. You're following us. So make it about us." But after the entire adventure, the influencer is like, "You know what? Make it about her. Ask her if she wants that story." And if she wants it, if she wants the spotlight, give it to her. She deserves it more. That was a wonderful ending for a really good movie. I felt stuff while watching. This is good cinema when you can make things move inside your viewer. So I will give Twisters 2024 a 10 out of 10. I have no issue whatsoever. And I enjoyed it. I highly recommend. It's among the best movies this year. Like, I still believe there are a few movies I thought were better this year, but this is in the higher end. So, like, it's one of my favorites. It's top 10 easy. I won't really place it now because I plan on making videos where I really rank and place stuff. But Twisters, highly recommend. So now we are in that kind of outro part. There's not that many timestamp here, but let's do this. The outro. So mainstream movie reviews won't be really weekly. There's another episode next week. That's next Saturday. It will be earlier because I work on that Saturday, and it's rare I work on Saturdays, but this Saturday I work, so we do it earlier next Saturday because I work. And it will be Deadpool and Wolverine. I just watched Twisters in the theater. I loved it. I am rating it a 10. Well, I feel you. I feel you 100%. I also rated this a 10. But yeah, next week, in the second episode, we cover Deadpool and Wolverine. We cover Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2 around 5 p.m. Hopefully, some of the potential guests will show up to talk about the movie as well. So yeah, I created an entire Discord chat with potential guests. If the show grows bigger, if there's more guests, I will create more chats on Discord and such. So yeah, next week, episode 2. And then next month, we will have 2 episodes of mainstream movie reviews covering Beetlejuice, and Transformer 1. Well, actually, no, that's September. August, we will cover Fallout, Borderland, and we will also cover Alien. But the Alien stream, hopefully I get more guests because I don't plan on really speaking about specific Alien movie. I will talk about the IP, and hopefully if we got guests, they will also share the spotlight about that. But yeah, August we got Borderland and Fallout and Alien Romulus. Very excited about next month. So yeah, otherwise, Tuesday I got another show, but that one is not really entirely weekly. It's the Red Blue Podcast, and we will cover 3 movies: Longlegs, Watchers, and Bike Riders. 2 June movie and 1 July movie. Simple, right? Anyway, that's it for now. I hope all of you enjoyed. Do all of the YouTube stuff. And yeah, have a great one. Take care.